Today, I'm going to teach you how to move and shoot in Counter-Strike 2. It is unbelievably important in this game to be active. We need to be moving as much as possible. We need to be shifting around, making our target very hard to hit when we are in the middle of these fights. There is a lot of mistakes that new players make, and one of the most common ones is the fact that they are trying to build their fundamentals, but what ends up happening is they will peek an angle, they will fight somebody, and they will sit here like this. Guys, while it does make it easier for you to track the enemy, to, have better aim when you are not moving in the middle of your fight, ultimately it's making it so that you are literally an aimbot. Like you are literally a bot when they are fighting you, and as soon as they can compose themselves, reset, and put their crosshair on your head, you are absolutely getting killed. So, well, yes, I want to get out of the way right away. There is a lot of bad players that will constantly just run around the map as well and just like nonstop keep moving, which is 100% a bad mistake on the other end of the spectrum. Today, I truly want to focus on how we can actually harness this movement for good. So don't get that confused. Yes, if you're just running around holding W like this, of course you're going to be inaccurate. Of course it's horrible. Of course it's bad. So let's go ahead and shift our mindset into how we can make this effectively good for us. When we are peeking angles, one of the most common ways to do this is actually to introduce the dog slide. And I've talked about this on the channel. You've seen it a million times, but essentially we are going to peek, we are going to crouch and move back towards the direction that we peeked from. The way I'm doing this is when I'm doing the initial peek, I am holding A, I spot the enemy. As I spot the enemy, I'm crouching and shooting, right? All this happening at the same time. I'm crouching, shooting, and then pressing my D key to go back here. And if you can imagine this, if we peek multiple enemies, right? Say like there's two guys there, we over peek, oops, there's two guys on our screen. We crouch and move back. It naturally helps us isolate that one guy as well. Not to mention, guys, of course, it's going to make it harder for them to shoot us because they are now shooting a moving target, not a stationary target, which is the whole point of this as well. It's not just to isolate targets, it's also to make our hitbox shift down, move left, move right. I'm sure lots of you have fought people like this and you're like, dude, how is he killing me while he's running? How is he killing me while he's doing this? It's because they're utilizing the crouch button in order to reset their movement speed and become pretty much fully accurate. I'm going to expand on this, teach you a lot of good stuff, guys, but first I have to give you a message from the sponsor of today's video.
Thank you to the sponsor of today's video, SkinsMonkey. They are one of the greatest and easiest to use CS2 trading sites out there. You can swap out the skins you do not like for brand new ones that are so much more fresh. Even skins that are trade locked can be secured by adding them to your backpack. The greatest thing about the site is that you can buy skins for so much cheaper with a 35% deposit bonus when you use my code, CoJo. Make sure to check out the freebie section where you can get a free skin just by completing tasks. On top of the bonuses, you also get a $5 bonus when clicking the link in the description.
All right, guys, so this is so unbelievably important. If you can just continue to practice this in a server, peek, crouch, move, peek, crouch, shoot, move, like all of this just going on at the same exact time, you will become a better player. Now, that's the thing I want to touch on a little bit further is when you are crouching, do you see this? I am fully accurate. If there's any spread there, that is essentially just from me not utilizing the spray pattern properly. But a lot of players think that any movement inside this game is going to punish you when it comes to your accuracy, and that's just not true at all. Especially at close range, like say I know somebody's blind and they're in the corner right here. The crazy thing is you can actually just be inaccurate and fight people and just run at them. Do you see how even when I'm sprinting here in this corner, most of my bullets are going to be going straight at them? So don't be afraid when you're close range to actually just get in somebody's face, and if you need to reset your inaccuracy a little bit while you're running at him, you can counter strafe. So the way the inaccuracy works in this game is you're going to have a movement speed, and once your movement speed starts increasing and increasing, you're going to start to get more and more inaccurate. So when you have a rifle, this actually matters a lot generally, especially with like AK, or we'll say a gun like the AUG, right? Just for our purposes here. One thing that you're going to want to do is understand counter strafing. So this is another way that it's going to look like you are running and shooting, but really you're taking advantage of a nice counter strafe. So if I'm fighting somebody on the long doors right here, if I just run out here and then I shoot them, it's going to look pretty bad. My first bullets are going to be inaccurate because I'm still moving, right? I have a high velocity when I'm peeking this. So essentially what a counter strafe is while I'm pressing A, I'm going to let go of it when I'm peeking, right? So I'm pressing A, I let go, and then I move back with my D key. Peek, move back, and I shoot. So boom, you can take advantage of like one taps with this. Nico does it all the time when he has a deagle. Essentially from the enemy's perspective though, you are, because they don't see the context. They don't see the context of you moving this way and then stopping, and you essentially look like you're kind of like Ferrari peeking them. Just your shoulder is right there. You shoot them. And then also, I guess that's not a Ferrari peek. That's just a jiggle peek, right? You're jiggle peeking them. You could take advantage of this multiple concepts when you have a rifle with tap. Oh, I think I dinked him. He's low. And then you come out here and crouch. And instead of counter strafing with the crouch, you just keep moving to the left here. You see this? But essentially, never are we fighting somebody where we are just standing straight still. That is 100% when I'm coaching players or when I'm playing with players in my Face It Club, which you guys should join up so you can play with me down below in the description. 100% that is a really bad habit I see. And always they're like, well, CoJo, I don't want to be inaccurate. Don't worry about being inaccurate. Your go-to is to crouch. Just make sure when you're crouching, you have a movement key held. If you're just sitting here and crouching like this, it doesn't help. You look like a noob, honestly. You look like a bad player still. So 100% huge message I want to get out there. I've talked about it in the past, but a lot of new people are watching the videos. A lot of new people are trying to learn. Maybe it's a good reminder for a lot of you. Let's talk about another way we can run and gun in this game. So when you have the USP, or especially the Glock, Tec-9, or SMGs, those weapons, so kind of like your starter pistols, SMGs, bro, be active, man. Be so unbelievably active. Let's talk about like Glock first, right? Glock is, just imagine I have it here. Glock is so unbelievably important to just be active. You should be jumping around corners. You should be shooting them as you're running and stuff, because you are almost fully accurate while moving with that gun. If you are sitting there and stopping with the Glock and just going, you're absolutely doing it wrong. You should be getting up in their face, being active. If somebody was like right here against me and I had a Glock, bro, I promise you, I'd probably be running around here, jiggle, boom, and then like wide swinging him or something. Or honestly, I would just be like spamming and getting up in his face. You need to move constantly, and if you're not, you're screwing yourself over. When it comes to SMGs, the MAC-10 and MP9 I want to talk about specifically, you should be buying these guns, right? Guys, when you have the MAC-10, when you have the MP9, if you are not jumping around, if you are not moving, if you're not being active in this type of way, you are absolutely you're not utilizing the gun properly. Genuinely, the jumping accuracy on this gun is absolutely broken. You see, when we're jumping, it's so clean. When we're moving, it's same thing, fully accurate. So take advantage of this and never stop pressing W, pressing A, D. I don't care what directional key you have. If you're fighting someone in this example again, dude, you're going to make them rage because you're going to jump around here and just spam them down like that. I do this all the time where I have an enemy like in mid doors right here. He's trying to get away, and I just come over here and jump down on him like that. It is so unbelievably tilting to die in that way. Genuinely, guys, it's the best thing that you could do for yourself. And honestly, man, like if you're not running around, if you're not moving, you're failing with that gun. So hopefully you guys got smarter from this video. I hope a lot of new players learned something today, or maybe this is a good refresher for you. I'm going to work hard to keep pumping out videos, keep grinding, keep doing everything I can for you. I appreciate every single one of you. I do want to shout out my members real quick, and then we'll wrap it up. Thank you so much to LBK, TBS Knock, Xgrip, Josiah, and Varix for being members on the channel. Your support means everything to me. Let's keep working hard. Let's keep grinding, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.